Hello and welcome to this Women's Enterprise Kent three-part webinar series teaching you exactly how you can use short video to really help grow your business. So within these three webinars, we're going to be taking you through the whole process of, first of all, brainstorming ideas of what you can create video around. Then secondly, creating a plan to understand exactly how you can create the short video. And then finally, we're going to be looking at actually making the video. And I've got lots of really great tips to help you actually make the video. And just a note here, if at any point through these webinars you've got any additional questions or you'd like some additional advice, just tweet me at Knowlton1 and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And at the end of each webinar, I'm going to be giving you an actionable thing that I want you to actually do, which will eventually build up to creating the video in the final webinar. So let's get started. So in this webinar, what we're going to be looking at is, first of all, what short video is. There's lots of ideas around what short video is. Essentially, yes, it's a short video, but there's different types of video that we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to be explaining what those types of video are. But the video we're going to be looking at creating is a short video with your smartphone. So there's no big production value, you don't need lots of equipment, it's literally going to be made with your smartphone. And then we're going to be looking at why you should use short video. You know, if you're going to be investing your time in this, then you really need to understand why should you be doing it, what's it going to help you achieve, and I'm going to talk you through that. And then at the end of this first webinar, we're going to be looking at how you can use short video. So we're going to be really brainstorming ideas for the first part of how we can use short video, and that's going to be the output from this first webinar. And I was really excited when I was asked to do this because I've actually used short video for my business to really help it grow. So I'm really excited to share my knowledge and my expertise of what I've achieved with short video, because I want you to really achieve the same, and I know you can. So first of all, very quickly, who am I? So as I said, my name's Daniel Knowlton. I run a company called KPS Digital Marketing, which I started in December 2014. And we ultimately help businesses grow online. We provide social media training, content marketing, email marketing training, lots of different areas of training and management. And I'm really passionate about digital marketing, and I'm hopefully going to share that knowledge with you today. A bit more about my personal life. I love skiing, I love playing squash, I also love making my own beer and drinking it. And I also love creating step-by-step tutorials to help people like yourselves learn how to use digital marketing. And there's loads of free tutorials on our website, kpsdigitalmarketing.co.uk/blog. So let's get into the webinar. First of all, what is short video? And I know you may be sitting there thinking that's a stupid question, but I mean, I class short video as anything under 3 minutes. But, and this is a big but, you really need to be thinking about making your videos as short as possible while still providing value. Because people's attention spans are so low nowadays that, you know, longer videos don't perform as well. People want short, sharp, to the point pieces of video content that really provide them with value. So really start to think about creating much shorter videos. And in this three-part webinar series, we're going to be teaching you how to create a 30-second video. Because I want you to be uploading this video to Twitter, and 30 seconds is the maximum time you can video for on Twitter. So we're really going to be keeping these short, sharp, and to the point. And I'd describe short video as anything under 3 minutes. But what we're going to do now is look at the different types of short video. So there's loads of different styles you can do with your smartphone. So first of all, we're looking at the selfie style video. So this is the kind of video where you literally put your phone in front of your face and you video yourself speaking. Now this could be you providing tips, it could be you providing industry knowledge, tutorials, advice, anything that's really providing value for your audience. You really need to think, what extra value can you share out there through a video which is going to really demonstrate your credibility and show your audience you know exactly what you're on about. And this selfie style video is right at the start, because this is the type of video that we're going to be creating together through this three-part webinar series. The next type of style of short video you can create with your smartphone is product tutorials. So if you're sitting there and you know that you sell a product, you may sell it online, you may sell it in store, any type of product, your smartphone is really great and can be really useful in demonstrating exactly what that product can do and showing your audience, you know, how does your product work? What can it help do for them? How will it make them feel? And there's loads of different stuff you can be doing to show your audience this. And I'm going to give you an example now of how a short product tutorial video on a smartphone really worked with one of our clients. So I'm just going to tell you this story. Basically, about 7 months ago, I got a message from a guy who worked for a company in Margate, and they sell kitchenware products. So they've got loads of cool gadgets, you know, like whisk gadgets, they've got choppers, knives, loads and loads of cool stuff. And he basically messaged me saying, we need to grow our online presence, we need to sell more products online. He really got it, but he didn't know how to do it. So I went there and I knew short video would be so great for their products because their products are so cool. They've got whisks, choppers, everything. And so I said to him, right, I'll tell you what, let's make a short video here now with your iPhone. So he sort of thought, what's going on? But we basically did a proper bodge job. We found in the factory a big metal thing, and we stuck his phone with duct tape to it. And we just thought, right, let's just video the product in action and see how it works. This was really off the cuff, really, you know, real gritty video. So we videoed his Mr. Whipster whisk. It's a whisk which you push down and the bottom twists. And it's really cool for making loads of things like Yorkshire puddings, coffees, batters, loads and loads of cool stuff. So we videoed making a cafe fresh frothy coffee. That's what we called the video. And there's about 3 steps. We filmed it with the smartphone. We mixed the milk, we put the coffee in, we heated it, and we put it in a nice glass. And it was about a 20-ish second video. And we strung it together on an iPhone app called Video Enhance. It's a free app that you can check out. And we uploaded the video. It looked quite good. You know, it was to the point. It didn't have a big production value, but it looked really good. Anyway, put it on Facebook. We put about £20 worth of targeted Facebook advertising, targeting people who like coffee. And we just let it roll. And I'm not joking, within a week, this video had over 1 million views. It was crazy, had over 1 million views. And now, 5 or 6 months down the line, it's had over 5 million views. I think it's 5,200,000 views. And what that's done for the business is, it's helped them sell thousands and thousands of these whisks. The whisk is now their top seller online every single month, purely due to this off-the-cuff video that me and the director of the company made together, because I knew the value of short video, and it just worked. It just worked. And you look at the video, and if you type in Cafe Fresh Frothy Coffee on Facebook, and have a look at it. It's not, you know, high quality, it's made with a smartphone, but it's to the point and it really does work. And there's just an example of how short video can be so successful. So I really want you to start thinking, you know, this is going to work. If you put your mind to it, this is going to work. So that's an example of, you know, a product tutorial. Now storytelling. Storytelling, marketing is all about storytelling. So nowadays, as a brand, you need to really tell your story. Your audience want to know, you know, what's going on behind the scenes. What are the people like behind the brand? Because people buy from people. There's no good being that corporate brand, you know, that doesn't have a personality, that people can't relate to. You really need to start thinking, how are you telling your story to your audience? And short video is a great way to do that. One really cool social media platform which I love for storytelling is Snapchat. I'm not going to go too much into it, but really seriously think about getting on Snapchat. There was some information released the other day that there's now over 10 billion views a day on Snapchat. This platform is going huge and, you know, it's really, really growing. So that's a great platform to use. But I also use other platforms like Twitter and Facebook to create short videos to tell the story of the brand. Think about, you know, what's interesting, what goes on in your office, what goes on behind the scenes. Tell the story of your brand. And that's a really great way to use short video. Next, we've got education. So this is something that I've used a lot of. Now, what I mean by education is actually sitting there and teaching your audience something within the short video. So you could be teaching them tips, you could be teaching them about the latest industry updates, but I like to teach my audience about, different tips around how they can use Twitter, how they can grow their online audience, how they can use email marketing. I want you to think about what tips can you provide your audience. Think about the knowledge you've got between your ears and how can you share that with someone in a video style format. Because you've got IP, you've got a USP, which is your brain. You know stuff. That's why you run a business around your topic. So think about how you can start to share that value to your audience and educate them. And that's education. So now we want to look at why should you be using short video? Before moving forward, you really need to understand what is short video going to do for you. And we're going to talk through some of the really key benefits of what it can do for you now. So first of all, attention. People's attention spans are so small nowadays. They're literally like goldfish and they're just going down and down and down. Now, video is a great way to demonstrate something to your audience. You can demonstrate a lot of stuff in a short space of time and it keeps people's attention. So video is such a great way to do that and grab your audience's attention and really, really start to build that relationship with them. Next, it's quick, easy and low cost. The video that we're going to be creating in the next 2 webinars is so simple to make and it's free. You're making it on your smartphone. It's really cheap, it's easy and it's low cost. So these are some really key benefits about creating real, raw video on your smartphone. No pre-production value, it's just real life and people love that. And that's why they love Snapchat, just to bring Snapchat in again. Next, it's real, honest communication, no bull. So what I mean by that is, with this short video that you're using with your smartphone, I mentioned before, there's no big production value, it's real communication. This stuff is actually happening. There's no fake photoshopped photos, nothing's hugely edited, it's just real and it's raw. And people love that. So that's another reason why short video is so important. Credibility. So here's the next one, credibility. Through short video, you can really demonstrate to your audience how credible you are as a business. Because there's loads of people that offer the services which you do, which offer the products which you do. How are you going to be different? Short video is the way forward to do that. You can really demonstrate to your audience that you are credible. You are a credible business. You know your product, you know your service, you know your industry. And through short video, you can demonstrate that to people and you can really help build your credibility up. And finally, provide value. Short video is a great way to provide value for your audience. A lot of bigger businesses and more traditional business people I speak to are scared to give away free knowledge, free advice, free expertise. They think we can charge for that, but you really need to change your mindset because you can learn anything online for free nowadays, absolutely anything. And you need to think the world is evolving. If you're not evolving with the world, then you're not going to progress. There's a saying which I love, which is, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got, which is so true. You really need to start thinking about how you're evolving your strategy. And because you're here watching this now, you've started to do that. You've started to develop new strategies, think about how you can use short video to build up your credibility. And we're really gonna create a great short video at the end of the webinar series. So finally, we're going to now be moving on to how you can create the short video. And we're moving on to the end of this webinar now, but what we're going to be doing at the end of this webinar is really brainstorming some ideas. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. So we're going to be brainstorming ideas and there's 3 things that I want you to really note down at the end of this webinar and start thinking about before we move on to the next one. So the first thing is, what is your customer's pain? Every business's customers have a pain. They've got a problem and you've got a solution. So the first thing I want you to think is, what is their pain? Then what is the solution you can provide to help them solve that pain? And then finally, what could you say in a 30-second video that provides value and demonstrates your credibility to solve that pain? So I'm going to give you some examples now to give you a bit more value as to what I mean. So in my case, as an example, the first question I'd be noting down now, what is your customer's pain? My customer's pain is that they want to grow their business online, but they don't know how. They don't have the knowledge, they don't have the expertise. The second question, what can I do to fix that pain? So what I can do is I can provide training and management in areas such as social media marketing, content marketing, email marketing, blogging, pay-per-click, loads of different areas. That's what I provide as a solution. So you need to think, what do you provide as your solution? And then finally, what could I say in a 30-second video clip to really demonstrate that I've got the credibility to solve that pain? So if I was thinking for me, I'd be thinking I could provide some tips, a short video which demonstrates some tips on how people can grow their Twitter list, or it could be on how people could use their email signature and insert their social media icons to really help build exposure for that. I could be providing industry updates. So Snapchat recently had the Snapchat 2.0 update, and they've got loads of cool new features. They've got their stories are now autoplay, which has got loads of benefits. They've brought in new video calling functionality, making it a lot more like a FaceTime app. You know, and I could create a short video telling my audience, selfie mode, all of these new updates. So they think and they know that I'm the #1 guy they can go to for the latest industry updates, the latest tips and expertise, and I share lots of really great value to those people. So that's an example for me. We could go through another example. So how about, there was a lovely lady called Amanda who is an events organizer at the Women's Enterprise Kent event. And she had some great examples which I can talk you through. So first of all, what is her customer's pain? She's an events organizer. Her customer's pain was that they wanted to organize an event, but they didn't know how. They didn't know the ins and outs of where should they put the event on, what things should they plan for, you know, what shouldn't they be doing, what should they be doing. That was their pain. They didn't know how. The solution Amanda provided was that she provides the knowledge, she provides the expertise, she teaches them how to run that event, or she can arrange it for them. So that's her solution. And then what could she say in a 30-second video clip to really demonstrate that she's got the credibility to be able to provide a solution for their pain? So she created a really great video providing some tips on the varying areas people need to think about when organising events. And that was a really great example of really sharing that value. There's loads of cool stuff she spoke about which I would never have thought of, and other people trying to organise events would never have thought of. But she was really sharing that knowledge and expertise, and that was how she answered the 3 questions there. But now I want you to think, you know, how are you going to answer these questions? And I want you to sit there and I want you to write notes down, write as many as you can, and answer these 3 questions. And then in the next webinar, we're going to be talking through how you can use those ideas to really create a plan which looks at how you can actually start to create the video and also how you can promote the video. Okay, so thank you for watching this first webinar of 3, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one where we'll be creating a plan.